I made it to Cambridge, crossed the border this morning. The border was deserted, so now I'm just parked next to a hotel. Booked tonight, but I still have the load. The farm tractor is still on the deck there, but my delivery is about just under 100 miles away. And today is Sunday, so I'm gonna wake up at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Or probably, no, I always need 45 minutes. So I'm gonna wake up at 4:15, and then I can start driving at 5 in the dark, because I'm only 10 feet wide. I can use my annual permit in Ontario. I just need to attach some lights, you know, those magnetic lights, and I got a bunch of them in my side compartment. And so check engine light disappeared, never came back. But as soon as I dropped the booster, the ABS light disappeared, right? And you cannot fix when it's not there, when the code is not there. So now I crossed the border this morning. It started drizzling. It was like a freezing rain. Right away I see ABS light again, and I see TC, traction control. I don't know what's going on. So it's intermittent, right? One of those problems that it looks like it prefers to appear when the road is you know, wet and it's cold. Like if there's no moisture, everything is cool. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna take a picture and send it tomorrow to this guy Nick at Kenworth and say, hey, is this maybe it's supposed to do like maybe it's supposed to you know, do it like this. Like, I just don't understand what the traction control light. Does it mean it's off, or does it mean it's on? Like I tried, I have a manual control, right? I tried, you know, enabling that one, nothing happens. It's weird. Oh, and I tried the regeneration, manual override regeneration. As I was driving, nothing works. I think you need to be parked for that to initiate parked regeneration. I hate these emission systems, you know. Anyway, what I have in my hand is detailed instructions, and that's why I'm dressed like this, because it's pretty chilly outside. As you saw, there's snow, and it's 271 Kelvin, -2 Celsius. But it feels cold, kind of like you don't want to be outside, you know. So I just had lunch. I'm just having my coffee, and I'm gonna attempt to install my new BBK 90mm throttle body on this Challenger Scat Pack 392. And if you're not interested in throttle bodies in general, and in Challenger RT 392 Scat Pack cars in particular, just stop the video and go boil an egg or something, or maybe mow the lawn or clear the snow. It depends where you live. But I like that BBK gives you, you know, detailed instructions, because it can be tricky. The throttle body is kind of like a big upgrade for the engine, because then you have to do a quick two-step relearning thing, so that the throttle body is matched with your throttle, with your gas pedal, you know. Anyway, step 1, kill the battery. Disconnect the negative terminal in my trunk. Number 2, disconnect the air temperature plug and control motor plug. There's like the 2 plugs on the current throttle body, which is, I think it's either 80 or 82 millimeters. So the one that I'm installing, 90 millimeters, that's much bigger. And then we're gonna do a test drive, provided I can start the car. Take off the rubber tube between the filter housing and the throttle body. Number 4, remove the 4 bolts that secure the throttle body to the engine. Number 5, remove the body and the O-ring seal. Number 6, bolt on the new throttle body with the O-ring seal using those 4 bolts. And they were saying that be careful because it's easy to strip them, at least on RT 5.7 liter engine. I'm not sure how the design is different on my 6.4 liter, but they were saying on 5.7 it's easy to strip if you try to tighten the bolts and they don't sit, you know, properly. Number 7, reinstall the rubber tube and tighten the clamps. Number 8, reconnect the temperature sensor plug and motor plug. Number 9, reconnect the battery. Number 10, turn ignition to on position, but do not start the engine. Number 11, slowly depress the gas pedal to the floor and slowly release. Repeat 3 times. Turn the ignition off and start the engine. And they're saying that after this, everything should be working properly. And that's when we're gonna go for a test drive. All right, I have 3 pairs of pants on. I have 2 pairs of socks, and I have my safety boots, which have thick rubber sole. And I'm going to be using, oh, found these. That's what I was talking about last time. Remember, I was loading in Quebec, and I was saying that my hands were freezing. So that's what you need. You need this with the thermal insulation in there, and this is rubber. So this is perfect for the snow, because regular gloves don't work, because especially after you drive, right, there's all kind of bad stuff on your chains and binders. As soon as you touch them, it's all wet. So your regular fabric or even leather gloves just get wet, and it's even worse than if you just work with your bare hands, you know. So that's what I need. So, and these are brand new, so they're clean. So I'm going to try to use them when working with this throttle body, because yeah, it's very, like I said, it's cold. Step 1 is complete. All right. Step 2. Disconnect the air temperature plug and control motor plug. I think that's the temperature. What? Just goes in like that. Okay. Now this one can be a bit tricky. So that's the old throttle body. I won't be able to reach it. Son of a gun. Where's my extension? I thought I had an extension. Okay, so basically if I undo this, I should be able to. Well, I watched a couple of quick videos on YouTube, but they were saying push this but it was stuck in there, so all I did was I just gently put my screwdriver in here, and because I saw this spot was locked in there, you know, and so I was able to get it out. So hopefully now I can reach belly. Yeah, I need that. I need an extension. But you know, these don't have to be super duper tight. See, that's what they were saying. It's very easy to strip them. So the point of this is because I increased my diameter of the pipes. I need to increase the throttle body because I feel I lost a bit of a torque. At low RPM. After I started messing with the exhaust. Alright, so this is it. Now there should be a yeah, this one. Actually, why did I take it out? Could have just kept it there. What they were saying over here, shoot. I remove the body and O-ring seal. Why do I have to remove it? Because it's already there, right? Why do I have to remove it? Stupid. Alright, so now finally we can get the new one. Wow, check this out. That's a really big difference. But the bolts should be the same. Now, will I be able to? Yeah, I think it should be. It should go because it stretches, right? So I think it goes like this, right? That's how it was. Yeah, basically the body is much bigger, but Okay, this was 8. So far so good. I didn't strip the bolts, and I didn't break the connector. No, this one. Shall I connect it now? Shall I try first the rubber? Okay, hold on. Disconnect the air plug. Yeah, it was first. So first we disconnected, and then we took the rubber. Now reinstall the rubber tube. All right. Now this is gonna be tricky. Because yeah, now it sticks out more. Jesus. I cut my finger, of course. So I had to take out the air box So because you need this, you need this. It's very, very tight. I don't know. No, everything is cool. No, I just changed the throttle body.
Oh yeah.
And this one is bigger, of course. That one was 80 millimeters. This is 90. And that's like
looking for more horsepower.
Well, it improves your throttle response. It does help.
Oh yeah.
But just that one is so tight. Fuck. I need to take a break. It's supposed to be a direct replacement.
Doesn't help with the coal either.
Yeah. Fuck.
Did the other one go faulty, or is he just doing an upgrade?
No, the other one is much smaller, so this gives you more air when you push the throttle.
Is this thing fast?
Oh yeah. I put the tuner in. As a tuner, I upgraded the exhaust, put this in.
Yeah.
So now the throttle response is pretty good, but this should improve. Yeah, you see, like this one was the old one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's much smaller, like this part.
Yeah, it has a smaller inlet too. Right?
Yeah, it's like 80, I think it's 80 millimeters. Yeah. And that one is 90. Yeah, it should give me a couple of extra ponies and a better response. If I can put it in.
Yeah, I might have to put the whole one back in.
Yeah. Yep. this olive oil was in my trunk, and of course the car was parked. Because I don't have any oil, regular oil, but I think this should help. Just slide it on. This freaking blood. See, I hit this, what did I hit? This one. Yeah, the knuckle. Well, it's official. I give up. Tried everything. It was already going. It's going in, but it doesn't want to sit fully, you know. Like after a while, I tried so many times that I guess I extended it, and it goes in, but it stops at like 5 millimeters away, because over here, you see the spot, it's much stronger, and when I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna leave it like that, because it's already sitting like, like my fingernail, like that. And then the problem I ran into is that this is too small. It doesn't wanna close. So okay, I ran to my truck and I got my massive clamps from the Kenworth, and guess what? They don't want to tighten. That thing just keeps sliding, and I dropped a wrench. Inside, and as I reached in here to get it out, I touched this, like barely touched it with my elbow, and it just fell off. And so basically now this is official. Just like that idiot was laughing. Well, the worst case scenario, you might want to reinstall. So I wanted to run over this with my Kenworth, but good thing I didn't, because now we have to take it off. And I was afraid this might happen, because I think I saw on YouTube like one guy was doing this, trying to install, and then he says he had to stop and go get a bigger hose. But you know, I guess you get a bigger hose and then you cut a, but how do you get this right? It has to be exactly, you see, like these hoses, they have this, right, these little nipples. Anyway, yeah, it's not, I don't have the skills to install this, so I'm the first guy to admit it. I'm not a mechanic. So now we're just gonna reinstall the old one. And now I'm not sure, do I have to do the relearn procedure or not? I don't know. So this goes in the box. And I'm going to the shop. I'm going to OK Tire anyway when I receive my shorty headers. So I'll test them with this. Come on. Now, how are these guys, BBK, right? They give you the instructions and they say direct replacement, direct bolt on my butt. You know, this is so much bigger, right? How can you use the same hose? So, the box is covered in blood, my blood. That's it. This is easy. Last thing I want to do is strip the bolts. That would be really bad. did it on the Mustang when I had that Mustang V6, but over there I went from from 80 millimeter to 85. And so there was no issues. I don't wanna over tighten this. No room whatsoever here. I think it's good. Now this just goes, see? This is perfect. Son of a gun. Of course now it's loose. This is definitely, that's how it should be. Like it should go to the very edge. So there's a big, so this whole box is held by two bolts, and this is a new one. This is what I don't remember, did I do it or maybe the guys did it at OK Tire. Alright, what did I use? Oh, it's the same size as that's it. Yeah, I was using this, you know, I put it inside and I was trying to pull it thinking that it'll help, but actually what worked almost is I put my hand, you know, after I removed all this, right? The easiest way was I put my hand in there and I was pushing the rubber from inside, and that's how I was able to pretty much put it on, except that it wouldn't go as far as it has to go in order to put that sleeve on. All right, so this this little kit, you see, this is the kit I bought. What is this? This is 8. I think I need, for the battery, I need 10 millimeters. Come on. All right, so Okay, the most important thing is to check for spare parts. This connected, this is connected. I guess this is it. All right, now let's just put the goodies back in, and I think I'll still do the relearn thing, just so that I know how to do it next time. Now when I go to my hotel, I'll just do some research where to get that hose. I think it should be similar to what Hellcat uses, because the filter box is very similar, but Hellcat has a 90mm throttle body. There's so much junk in here. This is my tuner. Oh, I got some nuts for later tonight. One thing I like about this car, well, I like many things, but one of the things I like is the trunk. The trunk is massive, much bigger than maybe we'll use this, because the other one died. Будь здоров. Thank you. Okay, so what they were saying is do like this, run, then slowly once, release, twice, release, and 3 times. Off. Oh boy. All right, let's try to start. I didn't change anything. But so I detached the battery, right? And so now the computer has to relearn again. But just for the heck of it, we'll go around the block. So minus 271 Kelvin. Actually, it's a good idea like this because people get nervous. And I remember, yeah, somebody was complaining they can hardly hear me when I'm driving. But I think now when it's idling, it's not that loud. But usually I turn off the speedometer, right? I just put in something stupid like tire air pressure in the middle there, because people get nervous. And when I went for a drive to Niagara Falls, no, Niagara on the Lake, remember last time I went there to a hotel, at one point I switched it back on just to see what kind of reaction I will get. And I remember one lady was writing something, "I cannot believe you were driving at that speed." And I'm glad that you don't believe, because I had to cut that part of the video. After it was unloaded, I went in, and you know, they have an editor, and I was able to edit. Okay, so I'm gonna shut up now, because you won't hear me anyway, and we'll just go for
and you can
just go around the block, okay? Maybe I'll try sport mode. Idea that I parked my truck like about, I don't know, 30 feet away from the stop sign behind the hotel here. Yeah, it's a good car. It's a good car. But imagine if it drives like this with an 80 millimeter throttle body, and And so 2 mods are coming, right? So mod number 1 is the throttle body, right? And mod number 2 is shorty headers. Come on, don't do this. Alright, that's it, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed it. Now remind again, I'm gonna remind you at the end of each video until December 27th. All comments are allowed, all assholes are unblocked. The captain does not read comments and does not respond to comments. Things will return to the previous model at midnight on December 27th. Ciao.